Yo, what is up guys? Blake here. We're gonna use some max mid PvP, and in today's video I got a match for you guys that's really interesting against my friend Devo. So it was a really good match. I think we were both playing really well, and he was using the new setup with the Robe, and I think that Fire utilizes the Robe the best in terms of the stats that you can get. It's just crazy. Fire's just cracked with stats. So let me show you. I showed it yesterday, but I want to show it again just in case you didn't see it. So 9500 HP, 127 damage with 59 resist. That is insane to have that much health and resist and still have solid damage. Perfect accuracy, perfect pips, really solid shads, amazing pierce, and then the crit and block are solid. It doesn't need to be anything crazy. These stats, in my opinion, are absolutely nuts to have that much health and resist. It's crazy, and I think it actually made a big difference in this game. So I was using my normal setup with like 64 res, 8500 HP. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I think this is a good example of how powerful the Robe is and the stats that you can get. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy the video. If you guys didn't know, I stream almost every day on Twitch at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys should definitely come through. It's a lot of fun, and I hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you guys in the next one. As always, peace out, guys. All right, we're going against Alexandra. Yo, Devo. All right, we're going against Devo. This should be a fun one. He said, "Aye, bro." Okay, "Aye, bro. I'll talk to you later." All right, bet. Let's see how this game goes down. Let's keep our hand, yeah? Yeah, let's keep our hand. He's got the new Robe, though. Devo, you bad man, is supporting pay to win. He's gonna bubble right away, which makes me think that he's got a deck that gives him a lot of copies. So I'm gonna try and hold off on changing the bubble for as long as I can, realistically. I don't think I'm gonna need 2 green oaks, so I think I'm gonna discard that. I don't need that strike either. I honestly would rather just blade right now and keep everything else that I have. But yeah, I'm not gonna, I want to force him to have to keep the bubbles in his hand. So I'm not gonna bubble change unless I have to, basically. That's kind of my plan right now, because he did it so quickly. Like, why would he do it so quickly if he didn't need it? You know what I mean? Like, if he didn't have a lot of bubbles. Like, if he started it first turn like that, you already know, like, he doesn't care. Like, he's totally fine with losing the bubble. So, at this point in time, I'm going to discard, no, let's just go for a stun block here. Yeah. I'll keep the other blade, but I want a stun block right now. Okay, we got our second shift. I think I can play with 1. I don't think I'm going to need 2 in my hand, and I need to draw for other stuff. So let's see what he does right now. It looks like he's blading again here. Yeah, that's a good move. Those are same blades, right? Or is that a TC? Yeah, same blades. If he dragons me here, I'm okay with that. I'll literally just shift it over. So I'm going to blade again right now. He is not stun blocked, which means theoretically I could Medusa, and we have a lot of pips, so I am a threat to him, right? Which is good. We put our mythic fuel, perfect. Should we start drawing from side for Medusa? I don't think I need to just yet. He's going to set shield now, which is kind of to be expected, but there's not too much I can do about that. I'm still not going to hit him. I'm still, like, I'm not even going to brace yet. I mean, I could change the bubble now and then brace, you know. Is he just going to eat? Like, what are the odds that he just E-frates me? And if he does, how bad would that be? With 2 buffs. I mean, he can't have that good damage. I'm going to take a risk here and say he's not going to E-frate me. So I'm just going to go for the mythic fuel. I'm not going to brace yet. I'm going to do this first. And then we'll see what's up. But yeah, he's still not a super threat to me, you know? So we'll do that. We did pull another brace, which is nice. We got another bubble too. So now I can change the bubble. He's going to think his best move would probably be to stun block right now. So yeah, that's exactly what he's going to do. Well played. Good job by him. So Medusa is out the window. There's no chance that that's happening. I am now willing to change the bubble because I really don't have much of a better move at this point. And I don't want to brace because then I'm going to change the bubble and I'll lose my brace. So I'd rather just change the bubble now. If he ends up taking an open shad with just a blade, I'd also be okay with that. So I'd rather just change the bubble here and try to play out that way. So we're going to do this, discard that. I'm still going to draw from main deck because I want to draw brace and stuff. But we did a good job of, let's see what he does here. No way you just E-free, right? Let's see. Heffy, such a good move. Good damage, and he changes the bubble. Like, it's just such a good move, dude. That's why, yeah, Fire's still strong, bro. Even if you're doing overtime, which I don't think is as good as Trap Stack, like, the fact that you can do stuff like this is just so strong. Like, he's gonna do, like, 1800 damage to me and take away my buff. It's like a gaze without a shad. Okay, didn't do 1800 because I have a lot of res and he has lower damage since he's using that rope. But still, that's a good damage. Like, you know what I mean? 1440, whatever, plus chaining the bubble. Like, that's solid, bro. That's very solid. Do I want to change the bubble this turn? And that is my last strike, I think. So I kind of need to hold on to that, unfortunately. So I'm going to do this. He's going to change the bubble again here. I did pull my shad, but unfortunately, there's really not much I can do. Like, there's actually not much I can do at all. I may want to just mythic fuel him right now and then try to go for, like, a combo play. But, like, this is kind of difficult. I sort of need to brace here because I don't have anything else. So that's what I'm going to do. I could brace or shield. I'd rather brace to draw from main deck. Like, if he digs the S'more into the brace, I don't really care. So, like, we'll just brace right now. This is fine. But he can do a lot of damage to me, which is a bit unfortunate. Let's see if we can draw something good. Not really. I think he might even just take the s'more and just not care, because he's still double buffed. So, yeah, he's going to take the s'more through the brace. This is going to do probably, like, 3.2k damage. Something like that, dude. Which is going to hurt, bro. It's going to hurt for sure. Let's see how much this does. I think it's going to do 3, too. 2.7, yeah, so that really didn't do that much damage. I'm playing off the human sponge strat, basically. We're just gonna go ahead and get rid of the shift, and I'm gonna change the bubble now. We're gonna try and keep bubble control if possible, but I really doubt it because I think he's got Darkmoor or Omen deck. Alright, he's gonna change the bubble right back. No, he's just gonna brace. Interesting. Okay, so I could infoul to counter it out, but that's also kind of sus, dude. And I can't really strike because if I strike, I can't do enough damage to him. So this is really unfortunate. Do we have an infoul? We do have an infoul, but if I infoul, I kind of lose all my buffs, dude. So I think I need to just Mythic Fuel here. Yeah, okay, I have a plan. I'm going to Mythic Fuel him again. I need to get another set of buffs on him. So we're doing this. That's plan 1. Then we're going to shield, and then we're going to strike. And then I have to just go to town. But I need to get a second shad before I strike. So that's the game plan. He might bubble here. If he does, I'll change the bubble, and then I'm going to need to strike, yeah. I'm going to need to strike very soon, but I don't want to strike until I get another shad. But even then, I just don't think we can do enough damage to him. That's the problem, dude. I could try to waste out his brace, go for like a blade here, but I'm not going to do that. We're just going to change the bubble right now. Waste out his brace as long as I can and get time to get another shad. But yeah, this is not looking too hot, bro. He's going to change the bubble again, okay. Good move on his part, but yeah, this is rough, dude. I may even just have to King Art without striking. Let's see. I'm going to change the bubble again. I'll change the bubble again. Low-key should have enchanted the Yaga, but I think I'll pull another enchanted time, so I'm not really worried. We'll change the bubble again. Let's say he changes it again. I think I have to King Art him at that point, unless I pull another bubble, in which case I could afford one more turn of not changing it. But we did actually pull the bubble. Okay, that's kind of gas. That is actually kind of gas. He's going to set shield again? Yeah, smart move. I need to King Art him now. I don't even have time to strike, unfortunately. I could Minotaur to break off both the shields and keep my pips and stuff, you know? Like, that could work, too. Like, what if I Minotaur and then I King Artorias? Like, just to break off the shields. No, I need to bait the triage. This makes him dump his pips, too. Yeah, I need to make him bait it. Okay, so I'm gonna go for the King Artorias right now. Which, kind of sucks that I have to do this. But at least it forces him to have to triage. Like, he doesn't have a choice, dude. If he doesn't triage, like, let's say he just, like, shields instead, it could work. But I have so many Mythic Fuel buffs on him. So his best move here would be probably to re-brace or to triage. I think that's his best bet. But I still think we're kind of screwed here. I don't think I can do enough damage to him. Yeah, it's doing negative damage. He's going to triage here, it looks like. But he is giving up a pip to do that. And then I can take the open Yaga outside of brace. So there it goes. We're still going to take... I swear to God, if you get a brace. Oh, but you triage and get a blade? Dude, triage and get a D-Lance. Yeah, just triage and get a D-Lance, bro. That makes a lot of sense, man. It's that simple, bro. It's that simple, bro. You literally just triage and then you get a D-Lance. Like, it's a good move, dude. It's actually a good move. So I need to LE shield here. Hope that I get a D-Lance, you know. Maybe I can shield and get a D-Lance. That'd be kind of cool, dude. But yeah, I kind of have to do this. I don't have a choice. So we're going to do that. Go for the LE shield. Because I can't just hit him right now. There's no reason for me to. We'll see what I can draw. But let's say he shields here. He's going to brace. What if I strike? But even if I strike, I can't do enough damage to him. Like, even if I strike Minotaur, that it doesn't matter. He doesn't have a shield, though, so if I strike, it does counter it. Is it better to strike or to infoul here? That's a good question. I think I need to full send the strike at this point. Yeah, I need to full send the strike at this point. I don't have a choice. So I'm going to strike now to counter out his brace. But he can really do a lot still here to beat me. And also, Mike, thank you for the gifted sub to LOL Kill Streak. I appreciate that, dude. Much love, man. We did pull the Mystic, but it's a little bit late for that. I don't think I'm going to be able to pull it off, unfortunately. Just kind of hoping we'd be able to, but I don't think so. So let's see. Let's say he'd let me take an open Yaga. It's only triple buffed, so it wouldn't even... Like, he could literally just, like, do whatever he wants here. Let's see, though. He's going to go for the shield, it looks like. I really wish I had an enchant for the Mystic, but I don't. So that's a tower shield. Now, the question is, do I go for a Minotaur here? Do I go for the Minotaur right now? Like, is that my best move? Yeah, I need to get the damage, bro, and I have the traps to do it. So now I go for the Minotaur. This is my best move now. We do this, and then I try to Yaga him next turn, I guess. And then I can finish off with a Bazzi if necessary. Keep in mind, though, he can literally just E-free into the shield and then Yaga, and I lose. I mean, sorry, S'mores. Or he can fire dispel me, make me take fat backlash. But, yeah, realistically, this is my best move. I need to get some kind of damage on him now, so... although that did do a lot of damage, it's still, like, the first hit did, I still need to pierce through everything. So this allows me to. We get 3,300 damage in, which is nice. I'm going to get the Pierce Blade back. He's going to be down to about 5k, but because of the new Robe, he has so much HP. We're actually going to get the D-Lance, though, so he's going to E-Freight me. There's no way you don't E-Freight me. That's kind of dumb. I just got that. Like, what the hell, dude? Minotaur and Shrike, and you get that. So let's say he does... Ooh, we've got a decent hand, actually. Let's see what he does here. Is he gonna minus 90 me? I mean, or sorry, whatever it's called. He's gonna E-free, yeah. Alright, so the question is, do I die to a S'more? Because if I don't, I could Green Oak here. This is a tough question. Hitting through the weakness is not a good idea, right? So I need to Green Oak here, right? Like, I actually need to Green Oak. I need to Green Oak Snake Charmer. I don't know if that's enough to kill him, but that's all I can do. I have to Green Oak. I can't, dude. I could Bazzi Yaga. Actually, Bazzi Yaga is better than going for the Green Oak. And I would tank the S'more. So he could force a tie. If he has a Mythos spell, yeah. I need to go for a Bazzi here. I was thinking about it. I was like, if I Green Oak, that could make it so that the S'more doesn't put me in range to die to Backlash. That's why I wanted to Green Oak. But at that point, he's forcing the tie anyway. You know what I mean? So, like, it just makes more sense to go for the Bazzi here. If he's got the Mythos spell, he has the Mythos spell. You know what I mean? But, yeah, this is the best move here to go for this. If I pip fail, it's okay because we have the Snake Charmer. But I need to get the damage in, right? This is still going to do, like, at least 14. Yeah, it still did, like, 1,900. So, I'm pretty sure if he set shields, I don't even think a Yaga kills. Yeah, he carries the spells. He'll dispel me right now, and then I just lose, I think. My Yaga does kill, though. So he's got to have the Dispel up. If he goes for the S'more, it doesn't kill me, and he's forcing the tie. But he's got the Dispel, yeah. GG's, bro. So he played well. Bit unfortunate, dude. This setup is kind of nasty, though. He's got so much HP, bro. 9.5k HP. Like, that's actually nuts, dude. But yeah, well played, bro. Well played, indeed. Not too much I could have done there. I guess I could have infouled to, like, not have to Shrike, but that I wouldn't have done enough damage, dude. Especially with the amount of res that he has, I wouldn't have done enough damage, dude. So, yeah, I think we played well. I don't think there's too much I could have done that game. He just played really good and did a good job keeping bubble control. He's shielding. What? I thought this game was over, dude. I mean, obviously, Mystic is my best move, but this doesn't kill, dude. The Mystic literally doesn't kill. Even though this is obviously, like, a good move, right? It doesn't do enough damage. I forgot that because he dispelled, he couldn't S'more. But, like, this just doesn't do enough, dude. It, like, literally, if he didn't have 9.5k HP, he would have been dead. But the problem is, even with the crit, even with the 35 trap, even with the bubble, it just doesn't do enough because this Robe is so cracked, bro. So here is an example of actually it being pay to win, I think. Let's see how much this does. Would he have tanked without the Robe? Let's see. No, I don't think he would have, dude. The Robe gives him a ton of res and a ton of HP. I think he actually would have died without that. That's unfortunate, dude. Yeah, I think that Robe actually saved his life. I'm pretty sure. It was a good game, though. I think we played well, but yeah. Unfortunate, dude. Those stats are just so tanky, bro. They're so incredibly good. And now I get smored. This Robe is dumb, man. Sad times, dude. You lose 4 res? What do you mean you lose 4 res? Compared to, no, you lose 2 res compared to Spooky. You lose 2, and that's if you even use Spooky in the first place, right? Like, he obviously played well, but, like, I don't think I played bad, you know? But, yeah, dude, that Robe's cracked. Robe is cracked.